And welcome back to King's Castle once again. We're already into the draft. I'm going to be your play-by-play, sadly. My co-caster, sadly, as well, is going to be Jack. Grant's going to handle the camera.
Saddest of all.
That's good for you. And we have King Dakota, very rare Pokemon.
Yeah, I'm excited. Cast.
Y'all ain't dancing.
All right, let's get into the draft. 4 bands, pretty standard. Vano, Lich, Night Stalker, and the Furion band. AA seems like to be the hottest first pick so far. Jack, break it down for me.
A bit more standard draft here from Complexity, the 2 heroes that they've had a lot of success with. Maybe they were trying things out a little bit against earlier against Dire. I think they had very all-in-ish type of early game lineups, and it didn't really work out too well for them. And that's been Dire's strategy in a lot of these drafts. They're kind of going to pick the better late game, and they're just like, okay, you know, you have to, if you put yourself on a timer, you have to break us or you won't be able to beat us later on. So we saw that with an issue. There was like a Clinks Chen kind of early push draft that Complexity ran that lost against the Dire as well. So I'm not sure if they'll switch things up a bit this series. Complexity's forte has always kind of been to like try and run at you with heroes that have good synergy. So I expect, you know, maybe Beastmaster or something like that to come out this game as well. Maybe we'll see the Phantom Lancer again. Oh,
no,
that just got banned out. Yeah, so just now the couple bans came out. Necro's been taken off the board. That's something that we saw Dire pair after they picked up the A to discourage the Necro pick. So, yeah.
Great analysis.
This guy Kyle, he loves Jakiro more than I love Lemonade, huh?
I don't know. You really do like that Lemonade, so.
Yeah, it could be 6 a.m. You know, we could be picking up a bagel. You guys have lemonade? Jesus, what the hell?
Yeah, literally every drive-through we've gone through has been besieged with requests of lemonade.
I have to actually ask like the morning people if they have lemonade, and I do. You know, I'm a kind person. But
Do you ever just get like that quick mix lemonade or anything like that? Or
No, just a normal lemonade.
You have
I'm
to
just
have
a
like real lemon juice.
lemonade, yeah.
Lemonade, you stickler.
Now imagine that with fresh watermelon juice in there, Lacoste. We can make it happen.
mix them.
You're supposed to do a little bit of lemon juice and the fresh watermelon juice.
That
It
actually
is
sounds good.
so good.
That sounds good. Sounds
So
really
good.
sweet, but good.
Imagine if we had
It's as sweet as you want it.
kind king to order it for us.
I know there's no watermelon juice here, so.
Out of whatever you said. Hey, can you toss me a? Is there an orange or a red one?
Let's take a Picorino here. I got pink, I got orange, I got red.
I'll take a red.
There you go.
This is my first one today, actually. You know, I've been trying to be, you know, see if I can live without it. Turns out I can't. Need me
Just
a monster.
a small reminder for everyone who just tuned in. This is the second tiebreaker series. If Dire wins this game, we're going to have Dire on the top 1 position. They can choose the opponent they want. All right, interesting pick. Clockwork.
That was
So
a good
that's
host
going to be, what?
Thank you.
Position 3 Clockwork, Jack, huh?
Or middle Kunkka.
Ooh.
Wait, who's? Nah, no, it's not.
It's probably
It's
three
not.
Clockwork, but
No.
if often so against Jakiro and Earthshaker again, Clockwork really likes to play against those heroes. If you get them in cogs, their animations are pretty slow and they can't even cast most of their spells. In that sense, Clockwork might be better as a core because if you get up levels, you're a bit tankier. Your toolkit remains the same, but you can more safely solo kill those heroes or initiate onto them without just dying.
Yeah, I have to agree. Clockwork is a good pick against the Jakiro and Earthshaker. No escape mechanism whatsoever. Can't really cast spells, long casting spell animations. What else is there? The good setup
mail's
from
good.
Kunkka X into AA ulti into Clockwork Rocket. That's a lot of damage. Brewmaster once again from Complexity. They just love that hero. I mean, they've been playing extremely well with it in the first couple of series. Today they lost the game, but still, he was the only one who had the most farm in his team.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, there's a
Back
lot
to
of
me or back to you, Jack.
there's a lot of synergistic
5
setup here
seconds
from
remaining.
PPD's draft so far.
What is it?
No, just that they have Kunkka and Clock to hold things in place and punish things that are held in place. With the Kunkka spells, obviously Ancient Apparition ult. Even set up for Clockwork, like he may not need a hook shot to initiate if you have the Kunkka first, to be able to hold someone in place for the cogs and the battery assault.
Yeah, Panda's gonna have, I'll say, easy time using ulti, not too much lockdown.
Yeah, no silence. Just
If they
like a
they just
battery
need to
assault.
pull off the full combo on him, AA Cold Feet into Torrent, both hook shot.
Maybe they get a. Oh no, that's right. They already have the Clockwork. Unless they want to do a safe lane void. I think I'm stretching here.
The Brewmaster and Jakiro for Complexity are also pretty good pickups against many physical damage cores, just from the Liquid Fire and the Drunken Haze as well. So if we see PD going with that strategy of getting a better late game type of core, then we could see that being a factor. And there you go. There's Mirana, who does more mixed in terms of damage types as a core.
We've seen some Mirana. Who was it playing? Infamous?
Mm-hmm.
Grant? That
I'm
didn't.
observing.
So what are you seeing on your screen?
I'm Mirana.
Mirana. So what do you think about Mirana?
Yeah, Jack, what can Mirana do? I need some help. That's why I need you to help me out.
Mirana was also paired with AA the last time she was played, too.
Again, the overlapping setup here. You have Kunkka, you have Clockwork. Mirana has a lot of magical burst damage early on. She's going to be played as a core this game, and so those early levels mean that the Starfall does that much more damage. So she has pretty good kill potential, but she also scales well now with the agility buff, obviously, to her agility growth.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Thank you, Jack.
It's also going to be hard to kill her because you don't have any heroes really that for complexity that really get on top of the Mirana and try to bring her down. So
yeah, have to disagree a little bit. Fisher, Ice Pet later on, it doesn't come online in the first couple of levels. Panda with a blink, Bounty Hunter just keeping the track on her, slowing her down. I don't know, they have a good setup on Adar though. X into
Whatever.
Arrow or whatever, Torrent.
Yep.
Viper band out.
Isn't that a bit intriguing? I mean, if you look at the complexity lineup, you figure this is going to be a support bounty, maybe with Jakiro. So, who's going to the offlane between Earthshaker and Brew? Imagine Earthshaker. So
yeah.
Brew must be mid lane, but they banned the
I
Viper.
think Brew's safe lane. Chessie.
Brew safe lane?
I think Chessie's been playing it for the most part. He's been doing it. They've been running it aggro though, but I think you're just gonna offlane the Earthshaker and just give Chessie some farm. Could be Limp too. Limp and Chessie both play multiple years, but it's been mostly Chess Dog.
Yeah, you could see core Jakiro again, or Grant. You mentioned some kind of core bounty hunter being run in.
We already saw that yesterday. Remember? That was Mason.
No,
they didn't run it, but
you
they
were
didn't
just
take
theory
it.
crafting.
DC, but no. Remember, Mason did pick it, and then they swapped.
Oh,
because that was when they swapped it. Now they're. Remember, I told you, coL's like the only team who doesn't really play in FPL, so they're confused by everything.
They also don't play Bounty Hunter often. I don't remember too many Z-Free Bounty Hunter games.
Me either.
Maybe
I think that
a while back, but
I just keep saying there's always one, and hoping there is.
I don't know. I could be mistaken. I thought he used to play quite a bit.
Maybe back before, but during like Bounty Hunter's heyday, he was still playing a lot of Earth Spirit then. I don't know. I haven't seen too many Z-Free Bounty Hunter.
So one more pick left for the both teams. What does complexity go for? Is it going to be a Brew on mid lane or a safe lane? They can swap around still, being Jakiro being core, Brew being on a safe lane.
Jack.
Let's see what happens. Jack. Say a hero.
Templar Assassin.
TA. So they want to run over this early game. It looks like they want to. This looks like a 20 to 30 minute complexity. If they want to win, that's what they're going to do, kind of thing, right?
Yeah, I mean, a Bounty Hunter amplifies that, of course, if he's able to get a good early track and a lot of track money. You're hoping that you're just going to be snowballing up.
The double vision coming out from the Bounty and TA, that's going to be really important against all the setup on the side of the Dire, right? You're going to want to see where they are. They're not really the best initiators with that extensive vision, so that's going to...
Who have we seen? We've
seen Pycat on Morphling.
Pycat played
yeah.
it.
Didn't die. They pretty much ended the game 20-25 minutes in. Pretty one-sided game. Let's see what they can do in this one. So we're going to have, let's see, PPD on that AA. Zai is going to play the Clockwork on and off lane. CCNC bottom mid. So it's going to be Limp on Templar Assassin mid. How does TA matches up against Mirana Jack go?
I think it could be a pretty annoying matchup, actually, for the Mirana. You don't really... you can stay maybe a safe distance away and not get splashed, but in terms of attack animation and base damage, and of course refraction, I think Limp should be able to do pretty well there. The main concern here for the cores on if your complexity playing against Dire is how you'll be able to kill them later on. I still think it's very difficult to bring them down. Mirana has, again, because of the agility, has pretty good armor and good escapes against like physical damage heroes that want to be up close. So Morphling does as well. So I think it's going to be a bit harder to kill their cores late game. That seems to be one of Peter's draft philosophies in a lot of his games. So we'll see if complexity can take towers early and run them over.
So when we see the draft, who do we favor? Whose lineup is going to push faster? I just love asking these questions.
I think it's coL. I mean, I just always think TA is one of those heroes that can just farm way quicker than anyone, take stacks like even quicker than Sven in the early game, And then you have a Panda. Like, you get one good team fight with a Panda, you wipe them like 4-0. You're going to take so much with the TA Deso as well as the Liquid Fire.
coL definitely pushes faster. You have the Brewmaster, obviously you have the Jakiro as well.
Oh, crap. Whose crappy settings am I on?
They're definitely going to be able to take objectives faster if they can win fights.
So we see Earthshaker already moving top with 2 Enchanted Mangoes. That's a classic build for an offlane Earthshaker. Will block the lane over here to get to some XP and the gold on a lane. Top lane not too much threatened at the early stages. Morphling does not have a waveform level 1, so that's not going to be a problem. Clockwork is going to be on an offlane. We've seen some of the offlane clocks so far. Jack, do you prefer to see an offlane clock or a position 4? Go.
I think we've said this before. We usually prefer position 4, just because the hero's toolkit is the same. It doesn't really change that much. He maybe has more experience and survivability, but he seems to do basically the same thing. So sometimes seems redundant to have him as 3.
Misery with that early dust of appearance for the bounty hunter. Kanka kind of counters that bounty. You need to have a hero who can control him early game, but you need to commit to a lot of sentries or dust as well. Let's see. Grant, how are you feeling about this game? Besides observing and being quiet.
Can't talk, have to observe. I'm not going to miss one kill. I've decided, even if there's simultaneous kills, I'm actually going to do so good I won't miss one kill.
All right.
If I do, then I'll start talking.
I'll believe it when I see it.
All right. Get ready.
Top lane Misery and PPD trying to invade the rune. They're just going to back off. TA, is there a block for her? Yeah, she can do it for herself. Let's see where the lane will stand. CCNC, I don't know, I think he will have a lot of problems on that mid lane unless Misery helps with the torrent. He's already there. Let's see what TA goes for. Level 1, the Psyblades it is.
Almost directly in the middle. They blocked the exact same.
There is the torrent already. CCNC still didn't skill anything. Zephyric instant movement on that mid lane, has a sentry ward ready. He probably checked the inventory of both Misery and CCNC. No sentry wards placed, so he'll just save it for later. Limp already used that GG branch for some extra region on a mid lane. Let's see how top is doing. Morphling can't really contest that Earthshaker at an early levels. Back to me, bottom lane Zai has a lot of farm burning, 2 times mana already on a Brewmaster with cogs. 2 versus 2 mid, we've seen that quite a lot. Misery getting harassed a lot. Oh, CCNC trying to sneak up an arrow up to Lim's face, does not work. Has a leap ready if he wants to, plus a salve, probably needs to use it. Top lane Earthshaker with a block, AA. Just gonna keep harassing him. We've seen PPD kind of different style when he plays that AA. Decides to go for a Cold Feet plus Ice Vortex instead of going for a Chili Fingers. Kanka rotating top with Chili Touch. I mean Chili whatever. Chili.
Wendy's Chili.
Wendy's Chili's.
Now you got my attention.
It makes sense here for him to do that build instead. They weren't really going to right-click the Earthshaker too much early on, especially if he has the fissure to just stop the short arm.
All right,
damage.
Kanka actually got the level 2 with the level 1X and the torrent. They can score a kill if they can manage to find him in the forest.
Yeah.
He is trying to find a way with Quelling Blade. Has a TP ready. Clarity is regioning his mana. Oh, Misery will find him. Does he have enough time? Oh, almost cast it. Moot TP's back to the shrine, picks up a rune. Zephyric just trying to harass PPD on the top lane. Not enough regen left on PPD, only 2 tangos whatsoever. Let's see how our boy Clockwork is doing on the bottom lane. Level 2, level 1 battery assault. Burned pretty much all of his mana. He can actually score a kill if he gets the level 2 battery assault. So Panda needs to be careful.
I'd say Mirana's doing a pretty good job middle keeping up with this TA.
Jack.
No, he's had some help very early on.
Here we go.
Here
There's
we
always
go.
the combo
X and
potential
Torrent
too.
on a limp. Arrow not committed yet. Starfall used. Bounty Hunter just keep harassing him. She has a leap plus an arrow if it's needed. Decides to go back. Bottom actually brought one more flask instead of a bottle. Does not have enough gold plus Ring of Aquila. Or Aquila. There is Zai trying to make a move on the bottom lane. Does not have enough mana. Chessie has that mango ready if he wants to pop it. Top lane Mu actually getting a lot of levels and the farm, just clearing the stack. Some of those creeps.
Yeah, it feels like Misery feels like he should be able to find more kills. You know, maybe just wait for the bounty hunter to show. It's an easy X torrent if you have dust. Like, it's way easier to kill in a TA, right? Well, but now he's low mana.
Yeah, if Z-Freak goes on a bottom lane, they can score a kill on a Zai.
He may be in that direction now.
Yeah, I expect to see more comboing between Peter and Misery this game. If they're not getting kills and picking up bounty rooms, they're going to end up a little bit under-leveled. Delays their ultis. If they manage to get some kills, it will accelerate that process quite a bit, which is a big power spike for them. And then obviously they have such synergy comboing together once there's level 2 up on the Kunkka, which they've had for a while. So
CCNC already forced out of the lane, didn't have enough gold to buy a bottle, so Misery is gonna get some juicy XP on the mid lane, has one more dust, boots of speed coming to him. Oh, Zai trying to find a kill on coL, does not have boots of speed. Will he have enough? The slow is just too much coming out from level 1 dual breath. Yeah, he will not commit to it. Or
I
will
just want to hit him with one.
He just wants to harass him a little bit.
He's got 760 HP, so unless
Is
he
there any
catches him at the
stacks
start.
for Limp in the forest? He will stack it for himself because there's no Jakiro. Needs to go back because of the harassment from the Clockwork.
The other thing is they do have kill potential in all lanes if they do roam together. BBD and
What?
Misery.
What's happening?
He's not stacking.
I thought he was going to stack it with Kunkka, but...
Bottom lane, Chessie with level 3 Thunderclap plus dual breath plus liquid fire. Zai uses that mango just to get some more mana. Doesn't feel threatened. Has a shrine ready if he wants to pop it. Yeah, he will probably go for it. Top lane Morph, pretty much free farming, sitting on 28 CS, Ring of Health committed for some extra health regen. I don't know where he lost all the HP though.
I think he's been tanking creeps so that they don't hit the tower. Oh boy, this could be... Nah, it's almost impossible to kill this Morphling.
Yeah, Morph should be fine on top lane. There's a 3-man rotation coming out the bottom lane. Chessie has that phase boots, but it's on a cooldown. Level 2X. Not gonna hit with the torrent, so Panda will just run safely back to the tower. Still 0 kills, 6 minutes in.
Yeah. It's pretty neck and neck. I mean, you look at the CS, and Mirana, as mentioned before by Grant's, definitely holding her own and starting to creep ahead in the CS game. Offlaners are pretty mirrored. But, oh, Zai going down, bottom lane, Grant!
Bottom lane, I missed it as well.
I got it. I got the very... He was still alive, bro.
I was looking at your screen, Grant, that's why I missed the first blood.
Yeah, I feel you. Okay, that's... You know, I technically saw it, but we'll count that as a loss. You know, I really let myself down there.
It's all right. You can make up for it, I'm sure.
What was I even I was looking at... Yeah, he's doing such a good job middle because he has the Aquila plus the bottle, so he's already spamming out early Star Storms. That's the normal build. I like how he went Aquila
Oh,
before
Panda
the
actually
bottle,
committed an ulti on the bottom. He can't find PPD. Teep is back to base, to the safety. Actually finds Kunkka with that storm. Z-Freak with the slowdown. Yeah, they will manage to take him down. That's 1 for 1. Some of TP is coming. Clockwork level 4. Will they go for it? They have a Thunderclap plus Shuriken. No mana. One more hit from the Chessie will be enough. That's a crit double kill for Chessie. Cogs pushes him back. Kunkka tipping already on a bottom lane. Nothing he can do besides taking some XP.
Yeah, that was Zai TP. Double crit plus clapped and...
Yeah, they were just trying to tease Panda, maybe force him to use ulti. That was a smart play, but they couldn't run away. PPD actually managed to TP out, but Panda was really fast. Chessie has some sick micro movements with those Pandas. They're trying to make a go on Bounty Hunter, who is only level 3. Thunderclap on AA, one more hit. Will it be enough? Yes, there is. Bounty Hunter, Starstorm committed. CCNC gets the kill. Misery, do they have reveal? It's not needed. Misery goes down, double kill. Chessie dominating. Did he die once?
Yes.
Yeah.
1 death. But since then, it's scored 4 straight, 2 double kills.
Yeah, it feels like though CCNC is getting decent farm. TA is always going to find farm. It's going to be all about, I think, the next 2 or 3 Panda ults, like between the 12 to 17 minute mark, and bottom like this is Will we get a crit?
No, they don't have Ice Path yet, so he TPs back to base. We've seen that a couple of times for Jakiros. It's, I don't know, Jack, would you go for Ice Path on level 4, level 1 just to stop those TPs?
It feels like the value point could be useful. We've seen a couple situations where it's made a difference. You're very happy with the Stardust complexity. I think you're a little bit worried about this roaming duo being able to mess your lanes up and get some kills, but they've been able to do very little so far. So I think for complexity, again, they want to come online in the mid game. The timings on Brewmaster getting his blink, like they're not going to go on the Brewmaster anymore, right? Because he's
top lane. Earthshaker dropping down HP. Torrent from the Misery actually misses, so they don't get the kill. Bottom lane as well. Nothing happens on the bottom lane actually.
What is I was gonna ask a question. Oh yeah, he went the Mirana's build. No points in ulti and only 1 in arrow and max sleep.
That's a pretty classic build. He can get the ulti after that. He just wants to leap away from the danger if needed. I mean, there's no need to go for more than level 1 in arrow. He can get the level 1 ulti right now just for some gank potential. He's actually popping the shrine. Bounty Hunter trying to harass him. Only level 4 will need to buy that tome to get to level 6. Bottom lane Zai actually catches Kyle with Battery Assault plus a cold. It is gonna be secured stun and a kill. Zai gets the last hit. Panda has ulti ready, but does not want to fight there.
That is nice for the
mid lane as well. Z-Freak, do they have a Shuriken Toss? There is Moo Echo Slam plus a Fisher just to finish him. Toss coming out on CCNC to cancel his TP. Oh, there's a lot of kills coming out from Complexity once again.
I was going to say, the nice thing going for Complexity through that laning phase, or back into the laning phase, is that Moo was pulling ahead decently in comparison to where Zai is. But Zai gets that kill there in the bottom lane, but just as that happens, Moo shows up in the mid lane and gets one of his own. So,
Jack, we're not going to get the TI if we don't cooperate. I need your help.
You sure? You seem to be doing well. You're doing a lot of the work here, Lacoste.
Jack's used to being the king now. Like, he only has to if he wants.
No,
like,
no,
Jack
Lacoste has a lot of things to say this game.
Jack, your last time as king, you talked more than any time as a co-caster or just
so there is Chessy. There's smoke coming out on that Pycat morphs. They're committing Panda ulti as well. He will have another waveform in 3 seconds. Can he make it out? Let's see. Yeah, he just uses a replicate to get out of the position. That's pretty much it. That was, I don't know, Jack, would you say interesting gank?
Pardon me.
Bottom lane,
the way we use interesting.
There is arrow committed from CCNC. Do they have a reveal? He actually pushes him with the cogs. Where is the rocket? Z-Freak actually TPing.
Can I explain what happened there?
Yeah.
They scanned out on top of CCNC and it was red because Z-Freak was right on top of this, like on the very edge of the scan. So they thought they could dust him, but he was too far away and dust missed. Now they didn't have reveal.
All right, so
Back
tier 1 already down. Kyle's buys tome for himself. He's gonna get actually more than level 6 because Bounty Hunter already is level 6. Let's see, Kanka level 6 as well. AA needs to get that tome. Jack, what does Dire need to do in the next couple of minutes to get some advantage?
Well, they got a tower already. Lacoste only asks the directed questions, eh?
Yeah.
They managed to get a tower already, slowing down Complexity's pace a little bit, but I think they're okay.
Middle.
Mid lane, hook shot on Z-Freak. He will not be able to get out alive this time. Ho ho ho. And the bottle of rum.
And a bottle of rum.
Well, they will actually take down another tower on a mid lane successfully after taking tier 1 on the bottom. CCNC will get that last hit. CCNC actually sitting on the top of network. He's not actually. TA is the most farmed because she cleared that juicy stack over here.
Our king saying something on that.
You know, I kind of like that, and I want to make that a decree. Every time the boat comes out, I want to hear you guys ho 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 and a bottle of rum.
I thought it was yo ho ho.
Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum.
All right, I got it.
It was said.
I love pirates. Mostly, never mind.
But pirates?
Yeah, I was going to say that. I didn't want to go through with that.
Did you watch Black Sails?
No, I heard it was good.
Yeah,
though.
that's the
Dude,
best.
if you okay,
What?
while we have a little bit of a low Black Wake, it's one of those pre-order alpha only games, and you're just a pirate. That game is hype.
What's it called?
Black Wake.
Black Wake.
It's really poorly made. It's like H1Z1. It's super fun to play, but it's just so poorly made.
Oh,
That's what makes it fun, though, I guess.
okay.
And you're a pirate.
It's like a
All
cult
right.
classic.
Yeah, back to you, Lacoste.
So, did you watch Black Sails?
No, I don't really watch that type of porn, but
Is
Black
this-
males.
is this
He said
stuff-
black sails,
Oh.
not
is
black
this,
males.
Is this
Sorry.
about Blackbeard?
Yeah, there is one character.
Oh,
That's
middle.
actually a Blackbeard. Kanka, there
One
may-
character. He's the greatest pirate ever. What do you mean one character?
Yo
Red.
ho
Red.
ho! with a
Oh,
bottle
and a
of
bottle of rum, but the
Oh!
pirate will go down, and his parrot as well. All right, there is one more track kill gonna happen on CCNC. Can he make it out? Panda blinks out, no mana for a clap. Does have enough for a magic wand, but the CCNC using an arrow, trying to run away.
Oh, he's going
He's
for
gonna
this.
have Blink
Yes.
Dagger in
He's
2 more
going
seconds.
for
Can he
this.
pop the shine? He gets critted, goes
The
back to the
disrespect
graveyard
dive.
with his pirate captain. All right. Clockwork does not have a cook for another 50 seconds.
That 483 move speed.
bro, he just went in there and
Oh, he
freaking
axed-
McGregor his
He
ass.
X the Panda. Where's the Clockwork? AA ulti committed.
That was cool.
Do they have enough damage? Level 2 rocket just to follow up. He's not gonna go down from that. There's too much HP on that Panda. One more X plus Torrent, uses the magic wand. Can go back safe. There is a Jack / Lacoste rune. Panda will pick it up. It's being pinged out. Once Pycat gets that Lincoln Sphere, how does that change the game?
I think Chessie's bottle of rum is doing a bit more work right now. Oh, what'd you say, Lacoste?
It's a good co-caster right there.
Yeah, once Morphling gets the Lincoln Sphere, how does
Show
that
me from
change
the
things
front.
for the Dire?
It just becomes, well, it becomes a bit harder to blow him up, and they can't really get track on him, but they weren't really counting on that anyway. If he's pushing with low HP, it's really the Echo Slam that's the only way of controlling him. It's pretty hard to kill him as it is, and that's probably one of the things that this draft went for. They have the
All
fluid
right,
hero
enough.
who can...
My man Moo has Echo Slam ready, level 10. He decides to go for that Force Staff because he's playing against the Clockwork and Bottom, so props to him. I would do that as well, I can see why. So he can get out of the clock. The clock can't really commit to using a hook shot to anybody near him. He can position himself with Force Staff
I
for a
wouldn't
good
think-
Echo Slam as well.
I don't think you're getting anything more from Jack after you shut him up. My man Jack is about to just start chilling.
Panda just picked up an illusion rune. CCNC saw that. They also have a sentry. Pycat, they already broke his Lincoln Sphere. Track is on him. Committed. Ooh, hook shot on that Panda. Can he pop an ulti? No, they actually have enough to blow him up. Yo ho ho, there was no yo ho ho's. They're on the run. Zai, Ice Pad. There is X on that Bounty Hunter, plus a double Torrent, plus a Yo-ho! And the bottle of rum. That's a double kill for Pycat. He manages to kill both Z-Freak and coL. So the brothers are down.
I'm taking my hand off the mouse. You really have to put your hand in
he
the air.
sailed. Yeah, I'm watching you over here. He's like sailing away.
Yeah. Yum, sail away.
Jack, do you want to
Come
say something?
sail away.
Or are you good?
What song is that?
That's Styx.
Is it?
Come, it's Sail Away.
Is it actually?
Yeah.
It's a good song.
Styx is great.
Yeah. So is the river of Styx. Isn't that actually the gateway to hell?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, I'm sure it's great.
I don't think it's spelt the same though. It's STYX.
STYXX, I think, or something. I don't know.
STYX, yeah.
Yeah. ST.
So Jack, pretty even game, 8-9, only 1k gold lead for the Dire. There's a smoke coming out. What's the target they need to go for?
Towers. I don't think there's any specific hero that they want to spend too much time trying to gank. Blink isn't up yet on Moo. He actually went for Force Staff instead, so...
Yeah, Lacoste said that about 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, actually they can lock down Brew easily because with Battery Assault, if he catches Panda, he can't cast the ulti because of the animation. Thank you, Grant.
You're welcome.
I don't know. It's been,
won't
you
let
know,
it
I'm
go.
just losing it now. All that talking took all the remaining oxygen from my head.
Oh, look at the positioning. They
Limp.
catch Limp. Will it be enough?
Yo
Can he blink up? Yo ho ho and the
ho!
bottle of rum. Pew! he just disappears. So actually they can take that tower on the bottom lane. Pycat just getting out of control. Level 14 has Boots of Travel finished if he wants to buy it.
Not hearing any Pirate Jack, unfortunately, but, you know.
I vote.
All right, there is a go on a Chessie. Echo Slam committed with that force stab. Panda actually uses ulti. Can he catch Misery? They will bring down Misery. That's a track kill. Nice. Pycat is in. Does he have a replicate? Not really. AA just finishes that bounty hunter. Pycat in a little bit of problem. Next waveform in 2 seconds. Can they lock him down with Enchant Totem? There is CCNC with the double Starfall. Oh, Panda.
The man will
That's
not
a
die.
double kill for a PPD. One more arrow. Do they have anything for a coL just to finish him off? There is a slowdown coming out from PPD. Level 4 Ice Vortex.
Where?
One more hit. One more. There is. Shoot, a lot of gold coming out to the Dire side. Jack, what just happened?
If there has been one Achilles heel for Complexity throughout this tournament, it's been getting sucked into bad fights. And I think, I'm not sure if you fully commit to that fight there. There isn't really an objective left to defend, and Limp is dead. And Limp is so important for their damage output, other than the Brewmaster. Like, he's really the only one that's able to burst these guys down. And, you know, without him there, it just becomes a lot of control and not a lot of damage. You look at Bounty Hunter, Earthshaker, Jakiro. These heroes, again, offering a good amount of control and maybe vision, but the burst is not there.
And if you didn't know what an Achilles heel is, there's a man named Achilles, and he had a brother named Oscar, and only his heel was his weakness, that an arrow would once shoot it down.
Yeah.
Right?
Oscar?
Yeah.
It was in Trojan, right? What was that movie with Brad Pitt?
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
How come you made
I'm
up
just
only
kidding,
a
it was
part of that
Hector,
story?
bro. I know, but that is why his Achilles weakness. Only his heel. I just missed a kill.
no.
Jack
PPD
pissed
gets
me off.
blown
Hector
up.
is not
Another
Achilles' brother.
track kill coming out from
No,
the
that's
Brewmaster
Hermaphrodites.
and the Bounty
Hector
Hunter.
is the brother of Paris.
No, Paris is a city, Jack. You're just making shit up now.
It's also, yeah, okay.
You need to go
You
rewatch
need
that
to
movie again.
work
It was a pretty good
on
movie,
your
by the
Greek
way.
mythology, Grant.
I actually do love Troy. Nah, but for real, shout out to Oedipus Rex.
Shout out to my boy Socrates as well over at it.
Double
And
damage on a
soccer.
Templar Assassin. They will try to force Roche fight. They should be careful. There is AA ulti plus a rocket just scouting it out. Pretty hard to kill the Roche. What happened? Ooh.
The arrow almost hit Limp or Kyle.
Yeah, that's a double damage TA being forced to retreat from Roshan there as well.
It's pretty hard against all that vision. Yep. Misery once again wants to go for that Helm of the Dominator build. That seems to be a great pickup.
It's like
lately
Puppy, right? Didn't
in
Puppy
NA.
used to
Yeah,
do that?
Puppy used to that long time ago.
Who's
Some guy, tall, got married recently. I don't know.
pretty good player.
I guess.
And again, because partly because Mu has a force staff instead of Blink, the Morphling's not going to feel threatened at all. He'll just be safely down here, split pushing
Look at
the whole
Golem.
time. Joins the fight if he
What are you
pleases.
doing?
He's got the travels up as well, so pretty much global presence for him.
Sucking.
Oh,
boom.
Misery.
Yo,
Yo ho ho, and the boil run.
Whoa.
Actually, neutral creep saves him. There is a Clockwork on that Panda. He can't really make it out unless they kill the cog, but the Pycat finishes him with Adaptive Strike. They're on the run, trying to chase down Mu. Force Staff is ready in 2 seconds. Has that extra move speed coming out from the track. Shuriken from the
Kobe.
Z-Freak. Oh, what is Z-Freak doing? One more Adaptive Strike just to finish him off. Pycat sitting on 5-0 and 3. Will probably go out of control pretty
Where's the boat
quickly. Meanwhile, Limp just blown up PPD one more time. PPD needs to get his 400 gold somewhere to get to that Hand of Midas. Has plus 60 gold per minute talent. That will help him out to get there. Jack, what's the objectives for both teams in the next couple of minutes?
So maybe there's one of the advantages you saw there for this Clockwork. If he is the offlaner, he has more experience in survivability and items. So he can actually safely, if he manages to hook onto the Brewmaster, isolate him and prevent him from getting off.
Sorry, Jack, but it actually misses the move. Go on.
Alright, we're done. He can stop the primal split, basically, and not have to worry about being bursted down because
Yeah,
he's
but did you see the play from Complexity? Once the clock hooks in, they just focus those
Oh no,
cogs,
Kyle
so
sees him. And he knows he sees him now.
Whoops.
Oh, dear.
Oh, there is a track, but there is also Manta Styles on
See you later.
CCNC. So he just pops that off. They have vision for a Z-Freak. Once again, Z-Freak will go down. Big Fisher coming out from the Mu. Does not have that blink dagger. Oh, and the bottle of rum. Panda committed ulti. Trying to find the bottom. Will focus Morphling, not target you want to focus once again. Limp will go down as well from that AA blast. Mu has level 2 ulti ready, but no follow-up damage whatsoever. Pika just trying to make some damage on him. One more wave 4. Will it be enough to finish him? There's a lot of fight coming out on that Brewmaster. They will lock him down with cogs and battery assault. Pika still not done. Has that wave form. Will he go for it? Yes, he will, but misses it. There is a shrine for coL. Ice Bat hits him, but they don't have any damage to kill that Morphling, who is actually super fat right now.
Jack, next boat, it's just you, yo-ho-ho, and a ball run. You don't do it, I swear to God.
Can I dab on him?
You can dab on him.
All right.
You can behead him with a dab.
I'm done, bro.
Jack, bro, talk to me.
I'll give you a talk. That was just a very chaotic team fight coming out. Brewmaster got in there, Clap got his ulti off, but it seemed Limp just got locked down by the AA and Clockwork, and all he was aiming was the Pirate, right? And he already casted Boat. Is there any reason to really go after a rum-laced
there is
Pirate?
Hook, but it actually missed on a Mu. Mu is getting close to his Blink Dagger Tanking Grand.
Ignored.
Yeah, there's no reason to go for a Kanka after he uses all of his spells. If that's what you were asking for.
Good answer.
Huh?
He answered you. You ignored the answer now.
Oh, what?
Okay.
Just kidding. Z-Freak, I mean, it doesn't like, the Dire's up right now 4K against these Track, and they're getting a few track kills every fight, but they're losing these fights pretty bad. And that's the problem with Bounty Hunter, right? Like, he doesn't bring that much to a team fight besides Track and maybe a 4-man Shuriken or something.
Yeah, 5-man Shuriken would be nice. AA ulti on that THD on a mid lane. Will get the kill for a PPD. That's a good setup they have. That's exactly what they need to do. Both teams have a good chasing lineup, especially the Dire with Kanka X. Jack.
And the Dire have two heroes that keep people in place, and as we talked about before the game, I'm a bit concerned about how the cores of the Dire will be handled by this complexity lineup. There's a combined 3 deaths right now across all of the Dire cores so far in this game. Mirana has only died twice. Morphling's untouched.
Oh, there is an arrow on Panda on mid. Where's the follow-up damage actually?
Get ready.
He uses the force to put him out of the position. There is a dunk, but he actually misses. There's a double Fissure, but they will just try to fall back. X is on the Earthshaker, does not want to go for a Torrent. They should be careful.
That's
or
every ult.
The Dire, they could just try to go for a Roche right now. There's Arcane Rune. Who's going to pick it up?
Get ready, Jack.
Get ready, Jack. Is there a ho-ho-ho? Not yet. Once again, they managed to take down Bounty Hunter, who's pretty much a sacrificial lamb for his team. It's a good time to go for a Roche right now. No Panda, no Echo Slam. It's gonna be a free Roche and free Aegis for a Morph. Morph with Ethereal Blade already finished. Pika is getting out of control this game.
Fat.
Jack, how are they gonna control that Morphling?
They don't have that kind of answer for him from the draft perspective. They don't really have the tools to gank him. At most, if he's low and morphed into agility, maybe they can get a blink combo with the Earthshaker. But again, he didn't go for a blink, so that option is not on the table. And I really thought that they were aware of it at this point, that this was not the plan coming into the game. I think they wanted to be able to push and take objectives before the Morph came online, and not try to deal with him after he's become enormous. And I don't expect Pika to die really for the rest of this game unless he makes a big mistake.
Yeah, we did see Earthshaker did pick up his blink before that last fight, and he whiffed it. Just completely whiffed it. They whiffed all their ulti. That was the problem, right? Panda used ult because they thought Earthshaker would connect, and he didn't.
Panda had to use ulti there. Good Force Staff from the Earthshaker. Maybe that's why he was not close enough, because he had to use Force Staff defensively instead of making himself in a better position. There is actually...
This might be it.
On that Morph. He has a waveform. Just goes back to the safety. Has Aegis. Is morphing a lot of HP. Oh, he almost manages to take down with...
knocked him out of his shoes.
Yeah, dude. He doesn't even know what today is.
2.5k HP Morph. Imagine if it's all in agility. He's already on the bottom lane.
Yeah, we're not moving off this.
They managed to take down 400 HP on the bottom tower.
Is it Peter?
600? What is Peter doing?
Not using his damn might. There we go. He had a bit... Alright, Pete. He's going to have a word after the game. He actually... Yeah, I'll get back to this when we have a lull moment. We have a fight bottom. No, we don't.
Clockwork using Cook just to get out of the dangerous position he was in. AALT will not connect to anyone on the bottom. They still have a few minutes on that Aegis.
If people wanted to know why Peter's playing so good, he actually I looked, I had a Twitter DM, and it was just him. He linked me a song, Kodak Black Patty Cake. So if you want to play good Dota like him, that's it.
We already see Kanka finish that Helm of the Dominator, found the best creep you can get, the Vampire, Ogre, Frost Mage with those cute little fangs. Zoom it out, or zoom it in. Thank you.
Observer.
Zoom it out, zoom it in. Thank you very much.
Damn, he is
My man needs to hit the gym a bit.
looking like me right
He's
now.
gonna need a bra. Not you, him.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I don't know.
Let's go back in. Oh, look at the
Panda in a problem.
What?
Pika just blows him up. Does not even need to use Adaptive Strike. Scan coming out from the Dire. Can't really find the move. Already blinked on the top lane. Seems like the Dire just keeps getting their advantage. What's their next move, Jack?
Top tier low. They don't even have to wait for the next Rosh at this point. Just push. They have the Aegis right now.
Dire's bottom tower
Finish
is
off
under
these
attack.
towers and just keep putting damage on the base
Radiant's
towers. I
top
don't think
tower
there's
is under attack.
too much that can be done at this point. Brewmaster is also one of those heroes that feels really bad kind of playing from behind. You want him to have the initiative.
On Pycat just to clear the way on bottom, but actually they
They
don't
do it.
actually make it work. Pycat morphling HP. Do they
go
have
that
enough? Whoa, that hero is so tanky. He actually misses the X and Torrent on a TA because he uses a BKB. Keep his back to the base.
I'm dabbing on Jack right now.
Did they do it?
Yeah, he didn't yell ho ho.
Oh, I didn't even see the boat.
I was on the
Freak.
screen. I saw.
I didn't see the
Oh,
boat. I
gets
wasn't
a
looking at
kill
your obs.
on AA. It seems like AA is the only hero they can kill right now.
I'm dabbing on him again.
Well, let it slide. I actually wasn't. I was just so distracted by how ridiculous Morphling is.
Yeah. Did he dodge his own teammate's X marks the spot? Because he was X back
then
in
he
top
stayed
lane.
there,
and
yeah.
he didn't. I don't think he meant to do that at all. I think that was a mistake. Pycat's one mistake this game, I believe. But they got top tower anyways with CC and C, so I don't think it mattered too much. I love this little ISO.
Yeah, back to me. Seems like there's no big items coming out on the side of complexity. They need Brew with that BKB. TA has Butterfly queued up.
Top
Why
lane.
is that, Jack?
Top lane.
Top lane, big Echo Slam on
Already
CCNC. They managed
Top
to
lane.
bring him down. Some 500 gold in Limp's pockets. Clockwork, hook shot on Zfrick once again.
He got the courier though, so he's happy.
Yeah, Zfrick, that count, what is it? Jack, ho ho ho, and the bottle of rum. There is AALT on coL, will probably go down. Cold Feet uses Macropire before he dies. One more Torrent from Misery, can't find anyone.
All right, great.
Okay,
You can take him out with a dab later.
still has that Aegis Panda, using ulti just to run back safely. Can they make him die? Nice cogs coming out from Zai. Yeah, that's gonna be a death of the Panda actually. PPD gets the double kill. I'm spitting out some stuff out of my mouth. I don't know what that even is.
Welcome to being a play-by-play caster, sir.
Jack, after this game, I am
Jack.
going to destroy you with the dab.
You're gonna get dapped so hard, Jack. You're gonna have to go to the hospital. I'm pretty sure.
For sure. Back to you, Lacoste.
Back to me.
Back.
Jack, you're not earning any money today. I'm taking your part. Yeah, the Aegis is gone on the morph. Once he finishes that, what seems to be the butterfly, TA is gonna have a hard time hitting him. All right, he actually has the Orchid, so he can upgrade it to Bloodthorn. What do you think about that, Jack?
I would have to say in defense of Jack, though, you're also doing a little bit of his job as well there, Lacoste. You have to dumb it down a little bit. Just a
Yeah,
little
my
bit.
co-commentator is not cooperating.
I don't know if that's what's going on.
Jack, I need you to wake up. I can't carry you like in the last game from yesterday with the Pudge.
Yeah.
I'm here, Lacoste, but you have been, you know? Just keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, you know, you're doing both jobs at once right now.
So back to me once again. Jakiro needs to get to that four-staff money somehow, somewhere. There is some farm from him on a mid lane. Well, that's gonna be a huge item coming out from Zai. Lotus Orb, just to remove the whatever seems to be a track gold. Actually, they're smoked up. CCNC using ulti. They will find coL. Is there vision on him? No. He's just gonna blow him up real quickly with the double star storm. Clockwork is in, but removes the silence from Orchid with that Lotus Orb. Pycat on a monster kill, just one-shots the Earthshaker, who was caught out of the position. Pycat tipping top will just try to split push. Does he have replicate? Not really. Yes, he does actually off a TA.
Yeah, and the creep waves are pushed out right now. That's really the only recourse that Complexity has to keep their base from being taken. But this game's been uphill battle for them for a while.
It's like a time bomb.
So it seems like Dire does not want to rush anything. They might chop some damage on the tier 3 towers, but knowing the Dire being experienced, they will just probably take the Roche, which may respawn in actually half of a minute. There's still 13 seconds before Earthshaker gets back.
Double Lotus. Misery getting one too. My goodness. The armor and the reflect capabilities are just a bit out of control.
God.
Oh, there is that TA. Let's see how much damage she can deal. 10 damage per hit, not bad.
Not good.
That's 700 damage and a mat.
Somehow it doesn't give the death though from that illusion or whatever.
Yeah.
Pycat's got the butterfly finish now too.
This guy's jacked, Jack. This guy's the U of Morphlings.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's a lot of agility. So who can he one-shot? Bounty Hunter for sure.
Panda can even get one-shotted.
Yeah, Panda does not
Jack, can you do the math? I'll give you 2 minutes. Do the math.
Complexity making a kind of desperate smoke out
They're
here.
trying to make a move on AA. That's the only one who can kill. There's a yo-ho-ho in the bottle of rum. Big ulti from Move. Do they have enough follow-up damage? Not really. Clockwork just removing that silence. Once again, TA. This BKB already running low. Does not have it. They managed to bring down the Kunkka. Once again, Pycat is on godlike streak. Didn't even have to use his shotguns. One more guy. That's level 24 Morphling right there. They're on the run. Limp, can he get away? Oh, PPD pinging him out. He has a TP. Do they have anything to stop the TP with? No, that's a 3-4-2 trade. The only support's going down on the side of the Dire.
Yep. There's a... like you just said, just uphill battle. Like, they have to win those fights, right, where they get the jump. The fact you can't win a fight where you get the jump is just...
Earthshaker buying back.
He was used, right?
They don't have anything to deal with this Morphling. Clockwork, hook shot in. He actually removed the silence with that Lotus Orb. Panda, that might be it.
This might be it.
Holy shit for Pycat. That's, what, 11-0 score so far. Those Draxes are going down pretty quickly. AA ulti flying. Will it connect? Not exactly. Pycat is out. Where's he at? He's already at the mid lane, chopping the damage on that tower. He gets the extra attack speed from the leap, which is pretty buffed in the past version. What is it? It's
damn young siege creep.
64 attack speed bonus, Jack. That's pretty huge, huh? Roche will respawn in 45 seconds. They will take down shrines. Jack, how does Complexity get back into
that question again?
I don't really think they can at this point. It would
Thank
take
you, Jack. So Dire will just try to continue the map dominance. They have still bottom shrine. If they want to kill that, Roche will respawn in 30 seconds. Yo-ho-ho in the bottle of rum. Once again, Zifri goes down. That's his 11th death. Has no escape mechanism besides that 4 staff. Pretty poor.
Damn, this Mirana very far. I mean, obviously Pycat's putting the most work, but this Mirana also keeping up with the Morphlings farm is a big problem, right? You look, I mean, he's still pretty far down. The fact you have 2 super farmed cores, like, this early in the game is pretty nice. 37 minutes, but yeah.
They have 2 butterflies, so TA does not deal damage. Even if she uses a Bloodthorn, they have 2 Lotus Orbs to remove all of that, plus some extra armor from Wildwing Ripper as well. All right, there in the Roche pit. That Roche will go down pretty quickly. This is coL's last chance. If they want to fight, they should just try to go now. Once the Morphling gets the Aegis, it's pretty over. It's gonna go down in 3, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1. There it goes. Roshan, PPD pings it out, writes down the time. Morphling with Aegis, cheese on Mirana.
If you didn't know, in Han, Clockwork's battery sold actually hit Roshan and Zai, you know, maybe.
Oh, you mean Pharaoh?
Yeah.
Wasn't it like all the bones and stuff that came up?
Yeah, it was really good because you could level 1 Roche with a Clockwork in that game.
All right, there on the run, smoking big Echo Slam on that. Murana using cheese already has Lotus Orb. Yo ho ho in the bottle of rum. The arrow does not connect, but Murana deals too much damage. One shot's pretty much. Kyle, Purge on her.
Oh, this might be
Twin
it.
Head Dragon goes down. Where's that Morphling?
Chessie.
Triple kill for Murana. Is it time to call it?
What?
Limp just trying to run away, blinks back to safety with that refraction. Hookshot
Where
misses.
is he? I can't find
You
him.
can't see.
All right, that's on me.
Dude, Limp is juking Grant so hard right
Those
now.
Raxes are going down so quickly.
How did
GG
TCNC kill
is
him?
called by Kyle.
'Cause he was
Jack,
over here.
what happened this game?
It is over.
They just, I think we discussed enough of that. They just got run over.
What do you think about Bounty Hunter as a first base pick?
It wasn't picked, it was picked fourth,
So
actually.
what do you think of a Bounty Hunter as a fourth pick?
We talked about this. I mean, he didn't really. He wasn't able to get too much done. The point was to get vision and be able to play aggressively. They never controlled the pace at all from the very beginning. I mean, they did a good job maybe weathering the aggression from the Dire early on, but that's about it. Never came online, never seemed to have the initiative in this game. And that means that the Dire are going to go from starting the day tied for fourth, starting their time in this league, tied for the bottom, starting 0-2 with Demon as a stand-in, I believe, for 2 games. Now they're going to be the first seed, and they'll get to pick their opponent.
They get together on LAN, and suddenly they go
Should they
5
kick
straight.
Pycat still? Everyone, do they? That's a joke. No, Pycat's a great player, dumbasses. Not you guys, everyone in general.
Everyone is a dumbass.
But I'll answer this. Z-Freak 1, 11, 12. They still got, I think, I counted them up in my head. I wanted to bring it back at the end. They did get 9 track kills, which isn't that much, obviously, in a 30-whatever minute game. TA's going to farm. You want to push early with her. They never did that, right? They, never pushed early with the TA, who's level 24. I mean, second highest in the game still, but TA's going to get farmed. Someone else needs to. You need to fight. Chessie had no farm.
The Brewmaster had a really good start, too. So
Yeah. But,
was-
he got
yeah.
first-blooded.
He got first blooded, then,
And then
he
he had a
came
good
back
4-0,
into the game
yeah.
4-0. After that, Clockwork pretty much shut him down. He can't cast ulti. That was actually pretty genius pick. He can't get out of the cogs. Maybe if he went for a different item build. I mean, every time we saw Chessie playing it, it was the same build, Blink into Echo Saber. Sometimes you need to adapt. Maybe do you think the 4-staff like Moo did would change something, Jack?
possibly, I mean, Moo probably got the 4-staff to get himself out, right? So presumably could help Chessie with that as well. It's really the terms in which they start fights, and I think this is where the Zai offlane Clockwork was a good choice here. You already have 2 cores that are going to take up a lot of farm and resources if you look at the distribution. So instead of having a 3rd core who also needs to farm, he's in more of a control role. It's okay if he doesn't get too farmed. But also, again, putting Clockwork in a core position means that he's a little bit more durable. If he does want to keep the Brewmaster locked up in cogs, he can survive a little bit longer as well, instead of being worried about just getting blown up.
Yep.
And we saw that quite a few times where Chessie was just, in the cogs the whole time.
Yeah.
Couldn't get out.
I can only imagine Brewmaster was the hot pick for Complexity so far. It worked pretty good for them. If they want to pick it, they should probably remove Clock. Do you agree?
For the most part, I would say. I don't think you have to, but it's. I mean,
it's
who
not
else
like
are you
a
gonna ban
super
out
ultra
anyways?
counter, but
Yeah, it's a
that's the
decent
big-
enough.
Yeah.
Maybe they just don't expect teams to be going back to the offlane Clockwork.
Well,
I mean,
it's
we're not.
NA. Anything can happen.
It's true.
Exactly.
true.
You could see 100 kills in like 30 minutes like we did, or a little slower paced game like this game. You know, we got those 3 early kills, and then until Chessie got those 5.
So now that the Dire is top seed, who will they pick? I
Ooh.
mean, Complexity. Do you think they would
They
still
won't
pick
pick
Dire?
They're not gonna. Dire's not gonna pick coL.
You don't think they'd pick coL?
I
I don't think they'd pick DC, and I actually don't think they'd pick Infamous either.
Infamous beat them
Maybe they'll pick
2-0 at the
themselves and
first
then
day.
knock themselves.
I feel like they could
Fuck
pick
it.
coL.
Okay.
I
guess
mean,
think
after
so
that,
too.
after today, and
Okay.
I mean, they may tell us too. Who knows?
No, we did. I believe I heard the admin talking said they are going to know about it tonight. I believe so.
They may
we
not
should
know
on the
right
last
away.
panel maybe though.
If we pressure him, he may just tell
you better
us. But
pick
who knows?
a piece of
I
garbage.
think,
or
I think
else.
they might very well pick Cole as well. I'm kind of with Dakota on this.
I mean, we can
they've
ask
played
him
him 3 times in a row
when he calls.
today.
Yep.
And as far as so here's the difference with DC and Complexity. Complexity's preferences and playstyle seems to be pretty clear at this point. So if you can beat them 3 times, if you can beat them, then I would think that Peter's a bit more confident against what their playstyle is and drafting and knowing them. For DC, it's a little different. They've shown a lot of very different looks, different cores, different lineups they build around. So maybe you're a little bit more worried about that. And also, again, like the familiarity with this team versus DC, very talented.
I believe we have a PPD calling in. Sounds like we can just ask him. Yo, what up, Peter?
What's up, guys? How's it going?
Pretty good. I would ask how you're doing, but I'm assuming you're doing pretty good, right?
Yeah, I'm really hungry. Been playing all day.
Oh, that's good. So what are you going to get to eat? Do you know?
We're in like some K-Town situation right now, so I think we're going to hit up this Korean spot. Looks pretty sick.
Maybe, wait. Can you get
barbecue?
sake
K-Town
bombs,
where?
or is that somewhere else?
Don't worry about that. Let's just talk about the Dota.
All right, let's just talk about the Dota. So you did win. I guess let me get the biggest question out of the way. Do you know who you're picking as your opponent?
Yeah, I think we're just going to take Infamous. Get some revenge on our 0-2 defeat.
All right, we're a little okay. You 3-0'd Complexity today. We're surprised maybe you didn't pick them. Any certain reason?
I think Complexity is probably one of the best teams in this whole league, and I think they just had a bad day. So I'm sure on Tuesday they'll be bringing their A game again.
For sure. During this last game, you guys had it pretty much in control for most of it. Pycat, during most of these games, right on his Drow, he pretty much free farmed top, and on his Morphling, he did that as well. Are you just securing him farm?
Just, Pycat hater silenced. That's all.
Yep.
Just crushing it.
Is that why you picked Drow, so he can silence them?
No, that game was just like a super free win based on the draft. So.
Damn. Jack, I heard you had a question for Peter. You've been over here grabbing my leg. Let me ask.
No, not at all. Not at all. I'll go last. I'll go later.
All right. Dakota?
Jack, you grabbing thighs again?
Yeah, Jack. No, but
I went back and looked at the replay. Your arm was in between your legs, so it's just,
I know what he's talking about now.
Wait, what?
You got a thing for the white boys,
Jack,
don't
I
you?
saw it.
There's Jack the Ripper, and then there's this Jack the Groper over here, I think is what
All
it
right,
is.
Jack. Yeah,
Go back and watch the replay, guys.
So,
watch the replay.
Peter, you picked Clockwork. Do you actually like it in the 3 position? Obviously, you played it in that, but why put him in 3 instead of 4? Was it just because you already had the Kunkka and you really liked him, or?
Well, Complexity plays like 7 different heroes, and like one of them is Panda, and the rest were banned. So that offlane Clockwork just does work against the Panda. Can't split.
Yeah, makes sense. That's what we were kind of talking about. And then Mirana middle, we haven't seen that much of it. We saw one other game by, I believe it was Infamous, and they lost, but you won this game. Why Mirana over any other hero, I guess?
He's got a nice escape to get away from bounty hunter ganks. Also, don't really need to give him too much help. AA is not the best roamer. Kunkka is a little slow as well. So just having some heroes that can just sit in their lanes and do their own thing while we pick up a couple early levels is really helpful.
Makes sense to me. What's going on in the background? Are you guys already partying, or is someone getting
There's
killed?
some super hype Mario Party going on near us, so might get in on that.
Oh, yeah, because you guys are in a LAN center right now. All right, yeah, that makes sense. So, I mean, Jack, you said save the last.
How's the boot camp going? Has it immediately made a big difference for you guys to all be together versus before?
I don't notice anything different. Misery complains less about missing stuns, so that's helpful.
Yeah, that is obviously, ping can be an issue sometimes. Misery had a pretty good game. If no one else has anything, we can just thank Peter and congratulate him on their first place in the round robin. Now, Peter, you still have a best of 3 and best of 5, so don't get too crazy.
Yeah, no, it was really nice to get some great games in. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Thanks for casting, guys. I'll look forward to be back here again on Tuesday.
See you then.
See you then, Peter.
See you.
See you. Good luck.
Okay,
All right.
So pretty serious from Peter. Some of the other people,
He's like, I want to talk Dota, and then go get food.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a good mentality. Some people have different things, but Peter can be a pretty joking guy, but right now he is very serious with it, and it's good to see they are looking really good now.
They're together for only, what they said, like 9 days. They have a couple of qualifiers to get through. I think in their mind it's like, let's just make the most out of these 9 days, qualify for as many of these first few events as we can, and if they do well, then they may not even have to qualify for the events after that. They can just get the invite. So they're probably going to bust their ass really hard at the start.
Damn, that was good shit, Dakota.
Was it?
I thought it was, yeah.
Thank you. You want some good shit? There you go.
That too. So I guess, I mean,
that's it.
Host?
Yeah, that's going to be it. We see the teams that qualified. It's the Dire on the first place. So we have Complexity,
We're going to go to the
Infamous.
panel. We can cover that over there.
All right.
You're
so
just too
see
good.
see you guys at the panel.
See ya.
In a minute.